Hi there guys, it's Phonics and I am here with Davo bringing you a 1v1 on Antigua Shipyard. In the blue, in the left hand position on this map, we have SlayerSCoCa, even though he says it isn't and you can't see his name. It is SlayerSCoCa. And in the top position we have, not Yosh, but it is LastShadow. He is a, I believe he's an American player. And we got this off his replay pack that he's released to Team Liquid. He's played against some of the top Korean players, so we'll be looking forward to some games with them. See what he can pull out.
Of course, Coca is actually one of the top Koreans.
Well, he is, yeah. Formerly of Zenex, but moved to Slayers. Very good Zerg, extremely good against Protoss.
Yeah.
With over a 60% win rate, almost 62% win rate against Protoss. So.
Really?
But he is 40% against Terran in his last game, so not his best matchup, but we'll see what he pulls out here.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Awesome. So again on Antigua Shipyard, this does look like a ladder match. Yeah, I think it is a ladder match.
Where you've got the golds.
You've got the golds, you don't have any supply depots that have been put down there. And yeah, it looks very... I mean,
these are off the Korean ladder. So
yeah.
Korean ladder and practice matches that LastShadow was playing on the ladder over in Korea.
Yeah, the reason that it's just lines is I don't have the Korean alphabet installed on my computer.
Yeah, it's not your eyes going funny.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's like a barcode.
So, scouting SCV moving out for LastShadow.
Yep.
Scouting the correct way first, always lovely.
Indeed.
Got the 15 hatch coming out of Coca, very standard. Going at 16, might be getting the gas and then pull, or just going straight for that pull.
Cool. Yeah.
So single racks, one refinery, possibly going up to that double reactor Hellion expand that most Terrans seem to love to do at the moment.
Yeah, and of course we'll see the orbital command popping out now, probably, as well. There.
Called it.
There. Well, you know, I see something obvious a coming. Oh wow, that drone has a little bit of gold in its mouth. Oh, it is on it.
Coca, if he puts that back into his space, he's gonna be so ahead.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, absolutely. This drone is as happy as can be. In fact, he's so happy that he barely did any scouting while he was up there. Well, he did check one of the gas, so...
He's pretty sure there's nothing funky coming on the way.
Absolutely.
It does look... we got the gas pool coming from Coca. He hasn't built an overlord. Oh, there, the overlord pops now.
Awesome.
I was getting worried there.
Cool, we do have a reactor going down on our Terran barracks right about now, and it does look like maybe that'll be switched over with the factory in order to get lots and lots of lovely Hellions out, as Terrans do like to do against Zerg, in order to roll up the ramps and zap away, or should I say, roast quite a lot of drones. Yeah.
It also gives them that map control, allows them to take their natural fairly easily, and until Zerg gets roaches / mutalisks out, they don't have the map control until the Hellions are repelled or forced to go back into their base. So factory getting ready, he cannot wait.
And there it is. Factory going straight down. Awesome.
So, LastShadow, he can throw down that command center fairly soon, but he does seem to be going for starport, so...
Holla!
Oh, proxy.
Nice proxy starport. I think we can probably expect to see medvac coming out.
I'd say medvacs, yeah.
Yeah.
Hellions in the front, draw all his units down to the front, and then drop in the back with... he's putting a tech lab on there, so what would you say? That's Marauders? Or is he going to be going for some sort of upgrade with Marines?
Maybe for his Marine upgrade. Very interesting play. You always see really interesting play coming out of Korea, so... You know, it's basically where all of the foreigners learn
all these funky builds. I think that's one of the main problems the foreigners have with it. Oh, it's going to be Banshees. Wow. It's the main problem I think that foreigners have playing against the Koreans. Huck said it once that he has spent so much time in Korea that he gets to learn all these funky builds the Koreans throw his way. And unless you spend a lot of time laddering out there in Korea, you on the Korean ladder, you just don't know these funky builds that get thrown.
He's even managing to get his cloaking field as well. He's still on one base. No expansion just yet. I mean, obviously, he'd have to be for how much stuff he's getting at the moment. Really.
He's still producing Hellions at that factory, and straight by the spine crawler. Coca, he has the 2 queens out at the moment, and he's a bit worried about these Hellions in his base. Couple of drone kills, gonna get all those Zerglings.
Ooh, just getting past.
Good queen positioning there. I think LastShadow could be positioned. That's a line him up.
He's lining him up, all right.
And he's doing a lot of harass with this. I think more than he should have been able to, almost.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go into the main for a little bit there.
He just wants to clean up all of these drones that are on the natural expansion. I think he is going to get his head now, but a lot of damage done. And Banshees, they're very close, and they have Cloak and Coca. I don't even think he has an Evo chamber down yet.
Oh, and here is the Banshee just coming out right now.
Oh, that's harsh.
Absolutely.
Evo chamber just starting now. It's a nice transfuse, keeping that queen alive, which is what he needs to do, or he is going to be out immediately in this game.
I mean, that's
Oh, and don't lose your Banshee. Oh, that's unfortunate.
There's harassment, and then there's harassment. I mean,
there's harassment, and then there's losing your Banshee a second before Cloak is finished.
Maybe he was banking on Cloak finishing. Perhaps.
I think he maybe thought that it was finished a bit later than it did.
Yeah.
Oh, just gets that last Zergling.
Very nice. You gotta wonder if he's going back in.
But he's done a lot of damage with those Hellions initially. It's he's for 12 supply up, but he hasn't dropped that command center yet. So this is somewhat of an all-in. If Coca can hold this, he can get his drone count up. He will be ahead. And a Baneling nest coming from Coca now. So
these Hellions want to get up the ramp pretty soon before these spine crawlers finish as well.
After they finish it, he'll lose at least 2 going up if he tries to do a run by.
Oh, one of them's a spore crawler, so there we are.
They're not so good at shooting Hellions.
No.
But that Banshee flying in is just going to fly straight into that spore. No.
Micro, indeed. And here come all the Hellions. The Hellions.
That's a lot of Hellions, but he did lose about 3 going up that ramp, which is not ideal. But he's got a lot of Hellions, and I don't know if Coca has anything to do with this. He needs to block his ramp with the Queens, and he doesn't. And that's a very nice spot for the It's like a Hellion paradise. Oh, it's a barbecue.
It's a barbecue.
It's officially a barbecue in Coca's face.
It's a Zergbecue.
I think we should copyright that word.
What, Zerg?
Zergbecue.
Yeah.
Banshee's doing even more harass. LastShadow is extremely ahead now. He's got banked quite a lot of gas.
Yeah.
But he's throwing down 2 factories. His command center's almost done. Armory as well coming down for him. So I hope we see some Thors coming out. That would be pretty sweet.
Wow. As I said previously, there's harass and then there's harass. This is really impressive.
It's the power of the 1-1-1.
Yeah.
It's such a brutal build to deal with. And Coca didn't really scout it because it was proxied.
Yeah.
Didn't throw the Evo chamber down early enough, and as so, he has been punished.
Absolutely. Looks like more Hellions actually lining up to go back in again for another Zergbecue, as it were.
And Coca's just building drones at the moment. He's had 6, another 5 on the way now. He's spamming those drones, trying to get his economy back on track after LastShadow just decimated it with those Hellions.
LastShadow, on the other hand, is already expanded and probably has a much firmer economy at this point in time than Coca, simply because of the harassment that LastShadow has actually been doing. And again, quite a lot of Hellions on the field right now.
We do have a Thor coming from LastShadow. This is a really interesting build and one I like quite a lot. I love watching Korean games that just have these crazy builds people throw out. Although LastShadow isn't Korean, but I think all that time he spent playing, you must have to adapt your build to play with the meta game of the ladder that you're on. Hellions trying to make their way up that ramp.
Yeah, the Zergbecue got kind of cut short there a little bit.
He doesn't want to get connected with those Banelings. Baneling's fairly good against Hellions if they can connect. They do the bonus damage to them.
Yeah, this looks like it
could be could lose quite. He's lost quite a lot of those Hellions, and the more you lose, the less map control that LastShadow is going to have.
Yeah, those spine crawlers went to work. I mean, I think maybe it's time to call it a day for.
I think so. He's still producing Hellions. He's going fairly mech based. He's producing 2 Hellions. He's producing 2 Thors. Coca does have. He has a Spire on the way, but with the Thors already out, it could be shut down fairly quickly.
Any sort of mutant harass would be shut down pretty quickly by the Thor's enormous splash damage that they're capable of with the anti-air weapons that they have. Which could prove to be a massive bummer, as it were, for Coca.
Oh, forces the cancel on those without even doing anything. Just scared of those flames.
He doesn't want. I don't think Coca wants another Zergbecue on his hands.
LastShadow is just posturing up outside of Coca's base, waiting for his, I assume, his ideal unit composition, what he wants to try and push in there with. He might be a bit worried about what Coca's building, because I don't think he's been inside the main after he destroyed all of those drones.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at the drone loss tab. That's 30 drones.
30 workers killed.
That's ludicrous. That is ludicrous. And I mean, if you look at it as well, he's also lost quite a lot of units as well.
Trying to push up again, losing more Hellions, but killing quite a few. He's target firing those banelings really nicely. Got about 3 then. He's just keeping those banelings low.
Another command center coming out right now, as well. And that does look like it will be starting to take the third. But wow, that creep spread's really impressive. Really impressive.
Coca being quite obnoxious to LastShadow there. He knows he's going to try and expand towards his Zerg opponent and try and hinder it with the creep spread. And Mutalisk pushing those Hellions back finally at the 15-minute mark. That's pretty harsh. Coca's economy was really, really delayed.
The blue flame's just on the way as well for the Hellions. Just think if they had the blue...
And look, the Thor's immediately pushing those Mutalisks back.
Absolutely no ground gained almost.
No.
It's kind of futile.
They're that unit that you go where you're ahead, and there's actually more Thors on the field than there are Mutalisks currently. 5 Mutalisks and 6 Thors. And we have a huge push coming out here from LastShadow, and I really don't know what Coca can do to stop this.
No, it really, really does look like Coca is in a whole bucket load of problems right now. And as you say,
if he holds this off, it will be the biggest miracle in the world. He's got a lot of lings. If he can take out those Hellions without losing any of his lings, I think he's got a chance of holding this off. He can certainly pick the Thors off because they're not so good against lings. But that's a lot of Hellions. They almost got blue flame. And Coca's now supply blocked quite heavily. This is not looking good for Coca.
Not looking good at all. And all of the mutants go down.
That's such a brutal attack from LastShadow, posturing himself on that top of that ramp. The lings coming in from behind. I just don't think
it's too little, too late, really.
A large amount of damage, like 1 Thor and 1 HP, and that's the good game.
Just 1 G.
Just a good.
It's either a good or a game from Coca right now. Awesome. So that is really interesting builds, really interesting play.
Crazy build from LastShadow there.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be.
It's almost how you would want to do things if you had the ability to.
Yeah.
You know, if you were to close your eyes and go, this is what I want to do. Okay?
That's what you want to do. You want to slow the Zerg's economy down.
Yeah.
You want to get something that can deal with those pesky Mutalisks.
Yeah, it was an almost perfect play.
It was, yeah. So I don't really think he made any mistakes at all. It was just perfectly executed build against an extremely good Zerg player.
Yeah, and that's about that. And that Thor there is very lucky to survive with 8 HP. Oh, poor guy. Alright guys, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Enjoy playing StarCraft. Enjoy watching more videos. We've got so many on the channel right now. And oh yeah, don't forget that we are going to the Insomnia Festival in the UK, which is happening on the 4th of May.
4th to the 7th. We'll be bringing you coverage from that, so if you're interested in anything about that, keep checking back on the channel. We'll have videos up over the weekend. Should be good.
And that's that. Alright, cheers guys. Thanks
Bye.
a lot for watching. Bye-bye.